First prize, come here for a day.
Do some hard labour.
Two prizes, second prize, you had over 3 bloody days of it.
Well, when they said it's all in Northumberland, I did honestly think rain.
Rain.
Yeah, well, we did as well, so.
Give me tool. Yeah, okay, well that was why I was pointing out what I wanted to, before I bollocked you, I wanted to know how much you did know. So the rule, that rule 1 is always work clean. So in other words, clean it up with a shovel so that you can actually see what you're doing. Now that you've been told, you won't do it again, and if you do, you get a bollocking. So I can tick that one off.
So don't forget, because he really will.
That is
He really will.
I got away with that one.
Yeah,
I know, because he does it to me.
Once is forgivable. Once is forgivable. 2 is a heinous crime. That can go.
Oh, pretty solid, isn't it?
And if I can get that will go, because it's loose. That will go, because that's loose.
So what do you think of
I
it so
reckon
far?
then that
It's interesting, I must admit. Yeah, I'm not sure that.
What's that?
I'm not sure. I don't know how he knows one bit of rock from another. I must admit. But,
No, you just kind of.
experience.
It's what it's doing, where it's lying. I mean, that is obviously a face. Now, this bit here, we're taking this one at a time. I haven't taken anything out that won't come, but you can see there's no real semblance to any of this. Whereas this is nicely laid to a face with nice joints in there. This is just basically a stone. The only thing it's got to be said good for it is it's lying flat. So we're not gonna rip it out, but we've got to think about, as much as anything else, what's it in. I can tell you what it's in. It's in this blacky browny stuff, which is the stuff that we've been taking out. So the chances are that it will come. All the stones that I've taken out so far, none of them have been tightly bound in or anything like that. Now what we'll do, we'll clean that up. So the first thing we do when we are thinking about these things is define. Where the bloody hell is it, and what's its relationship to everything else? So there it is, we've got an edge to it. We can see more or less what it's in. We can see what its relationship is to that. That we like. That's not going anywhere. So that stays. We're not going to rip this out at the moment, but what I've done is defined all these stones so you can see what's going on, poured all this muck in front so that you can then take the shovel
shovel it out
all
again.
the muck out, and therefore we can see then a lot more about what those stones are. Once we've got rid of this muck out, we can get in there and have a look. My bet is that those will be just floating in a lot of muck, and we can patch them out. But those are the.
I'll do your shoveling.
I suppose those are the sort of computations that my brain is going through, and it's a multi-sense thing, because I'm looking at it, and I'm making notes about the stone, where it is and what it's doing and all the rest of it. I'm noting visually its relationship to everything else. But I'm also aware of what this is feeling. If it's rock solid, it's well and truly in there. If it's loose and if it's not very good, then I'll feel that with a trowel. If it's a hollow sound, the sound is also going into it. So all these computations are being fed into my system, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what you do. Any act that you do in life, it is all a matter of employing your senses. When you're driving your car, you look at the road, but you're also listening to the type. You're listening to the note of the. If you know when to change gear, because the engine is either straining like hell or it's revving like hell, you change gear.
Yep, I do.
And so you are instinctively employing those senses to make the thing. And it's this all I'm doing with a piece of excavation. Exactly the same principles. Sorry to bore you.
No, it's not. It's presumably you've done this. How many years have you done this?